Okay, wait. This eats down. And I'm gonna wait to do the comb through and everything. Yeah. Just wait. So today's video, as you can tell, for me looking all bald, I'm going to be doing a wig install. I haven't installed a wig in a while, so I'm excited to do this. I'll leave a link in the description box for the exact unit I got. 13 by 4, 20-inch straight Yaky Kinky hair. Open it up and see what it's given. So it has this little net here. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Even it doesn't need that much customization for it. WIGGINS is always like my go-to hair brand. I feel like their wigs are usually always pretty nice. This is gonna be a really good video because this wig is really nice. The lace looks good. The density of the hair is thick, which is great. It's like that all the way down the ends of the hair. Of course, as y'all know, I mean, if you're new here, we're going through the same routine that we always do for our wig, bleaching knots, plucking, tinting the lace if I feel like it's necessary. And then we're actually gonna get into the install as well. I'm just starting off with my hair, braided all the way to the back. I tried to make my braids as flat as possible. I have 6 braids on each side. This is just the base, so I have a flat install. But let's go ahead and get into customizing this wig, and then we're gonna get into the install. Starting off with bleaching the knots, I use some quick blue bleach and then 30 volume developer. You can also use any volume, it really doesn't matter. I just mix those together until they're a really thick consistency. I like to use the quick blue bleach because it helps out with yellowness and brassiness, like the blue cancels out the yellow color. I just apply this bleach all over the lace, and I try to make sure I'm not pressing too hard into it so it doesn't over bleach the knots. But as you can see, I end up over bleaching my knots anyway, but it's okay because it's a quick fix. I left that bleach on for probably about an hour, so that's another thing. Now we're going to shampoo this lace twice. I used purple shampoo and also a neutralizing shampoo, and I really just make sure I get in the lace so that it cancels out any brassiness. Now for plucking, I section out in front of the hairline and I pluck in the hairline. Then I'll pluck behind the section that I pulled out. For my actual technique, I will alternate in the areas where I pluck. So I'll pluck in one area and then I'll skip a section of hair and then I'll pluck underneath that. I have a more detailed video on my YouTube channel of how I exactly do this, but you don't want to pluck too much because you don't want your wig to look bald. And you can always pluck when the wig is on your head. Since I over bleached my knots, I'm going to go in with some root touch-up. You can get this from Walgreens, or you can use any black hair dye you have. You just want like a small spoolie brush and literally just comb over those hairs that are blonde. Try not to get it too close to the lace so that it doesn't dye the lace. Moving on to my ball cap, I start prepping by brushing all of my edges back with some hairspray. Of course, I have to oil my scalp to make sure that my hair stays moisturized in this style. I use a thin wig cap instead of the traditional one. It helps the lace to melt so much better, and then I just spray that down with some hairspray. I like this one better because it's way more stickier and it just keeps this on. Honestly, either one, it'll work, but I really like this one. Make sure that my spray is up to where my baby hairs start, so a little bit before that, because I want my baby hairs to be protected and underneath the wig cap. After I put my bald cap on, I like to try the wig on and see how it's fitting on my head and make sure it's even. So then I'll cut out the ear flaps and make sure that those fit. I just use some glue. I only do one layer. It takes a long time to dry and I really don't have the patience, but it stays on nice for me and I don't want it to look too caked up. So I just do one layer of glue now, and then I use the hard bristle brush to really press the lace and the hair into the glue. Put a little bit of the even hairspray on top, and then I let it sit with a band for about 30 minutes to an hour. Once everything is dry, I go in and I just start cutting off the lace. I start off with bigger scissors to get everything out the way, and then I do the fine details with some small scissors. I try to cut as close to the hairline as possible. For plucking and customization, I use a hot comb to section everything out because I feel like it helps it to lay better. I apply a little bit more spray and then I set the band on for about another 30 minutes. Once everything is dry, I start plucking my baby hairs, and then I use some mousse to smooth them down and start seeing what design I want them to give. That part takes time. Try to mimic your hairline as much as possible. I decided to put some layers into this hair because I felt like it was so big. It needed something to help it out. Just cut down in a diagonal motion. Make sure that both sides of my hair is even, and it gives the perfect tapered look. I also cut the ends to be even in length. I pretty much have this hair all ready to be styled. That's just the last part that I have to do. I was having like some troubles with my edges earlier, but I feel like kind of got them figured out, plucked them a little bit more. I have to put like a little bit more makeup on the lace just because it was getting a little ashy. So I just put a little bit of makeup on the lace, and I think that helped it out. I think these layers really helped out too, because this hair is just uber thick. Like, it's super thick. So I think that it definitely could benefit from having layers. I'm not used to this much hair. Like, I don't know if y'all able to see how much hair this really is. It's so much hair. We'll see like after styling a little bit what it's looking like. So I'm gonna put some curls in it and we'll see how the final results ends up being. Okay, wait. One thing I can say about this hair, for a fact, it curls so buttery. I don't know if you can tell by just how like bouncy these curls are. They just hold them really well. They're so soft. And I'm gonna wait to do the comb through and everything, but I feel like y'all can already see this eats down. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side of my hair and I'm gonna come back. Yeah, just wait. finished look. His hair is just really that good. Feels so soft. I love how it really mimics natural hair. It's just very voluminous, has a lot of volume, it's super soft. It's gonna hold all these curls really well. But yeah, comment down below, let me know if you've ever tried like Yaky straight hair before. This is my second time doing it and I love it. This is honestly the best hair texture, especially if you want to do like a sew-in. I have really no complaints about this hair. I think the only thing that I would mention is that it can shed a little bit. That's just something to be mindful about. Other than that, this hair is perfect. I'm so happy it turned out right. I really hope you guys like this video. I'll see you guys in my next video.
Yeah.